The night before his 18th birthday, a teenager invited his girlfriend over since his parents were out. After some bonding time, they heard the house phone ring downstairs. In a hurry and still in their birthday suits, he gave her a piggyback ride down to the phone. Just as they reached the bottom of the stairs, surprise! The lights flipped on and there stood his entire family. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncle, cousins and friends, all ready for a surprise party. The couple froze like deer in headlights. Needless to say, surprise parties were permanently cancelled after that. A newlywed woman is getting ready for her first romantic dinner with her husband after the honeymoon. She looks a little worried and says, "Sweetie, I forgot to pack my bottom deodorant. Can we stop by a pharmacy?" Her husband chuckles. "Bottom deodorant? That's a thing." She replies seriously, "Of course, I've been using it for years." They walk into the pharmacy and she heads to the counter. The assistant looks surprised. "Bottom deodorant? I don't think we carry that." The woman insists, "I've been buying it from here for months." The assistant, now unsure, says, "Let me get the pharmacist." The pharmacist walks in and asks, "How can I help you, ma'am?" She says again, "I'd like some bottom deodorant, please." The pharmacist says, "I'm sorry, but we don't sell anything like that." "But I always get it here," the woman insists. "Hold on, I'll bring the container." A little while later, she returns and hands over a stick of underarm deodorant. The pharmacist looks at it and says gently, "Ma'am, this is just regular underarm deodorant." The woman huffs, snatches it back, reads the label out loud, and says, "It says right here, to apply, push up bottom." The friendly usher at the country church greeted the elderly woman visitor at the door and helped her up the steps. "Where would you like to sit?" he asked politely. "The front row, please," she answered. "You really don't want to do that," the usher said. "The pastor is really boring." "Do you happen to know who I am?" the woman inquired. "No," he said. "I'm the pastor's mother," she replied indignantly. "Do you know who I am?" he asked. "No," she said. "Good," he answered. A man from the city was reporting for a job at a residential home and knocked on the door. The owner wasn't home, but his pet parrot was. "Who is it?" the parrot said. "It's the man from the gas company here to fix your pipes." There was no answer, so he knocks again. "Who is it?" the parrot said. "It's the man from the gas company here to fix your pipes," said the man, starting to feel annoyed. There was no answer, so he knocks again. "Who is it?" the parrot said. "It's the man from the gas company here to fix your pipes," said the man, starting to get a little angry. There was no answer, so he knocks again. "Who is it?" the parrot said. "It's the man from the gill company here to fix your pipes," shouted the man, now quite furious. So furious, in fact, that he suddenly had a heart attack and collapsed on the front stairs. The owners come home and are shocked to find a dead man on their steps. The wife says to the husband, "Well, who is it?" The parrot then replies, "It's the man from the gas company here to fix your pipes." A doctor went out for lunch and noticed an old man sitting on a park bench, sobbing his eyes out. Concerned, he walked over and asked, "Sir, what's wrong?" Through his tears, the old man replied, "I have a 22-year-old wife at home. Every morning she rubs my back, then gets up and makes me pancakes, sausage, fresh fruit, and freshly ground coffee." The doctor frowned. "That sounds wonderful. So why are you crying?" The old man wiped his eyes. "For lunch, she makes me homemade soup and my favorite brownies, cleans the house, and then watches sports TV with me all afternoon." The doctor was puzzled. "Okay, but why are you upset?" The old man sniffled. "For dinner, she makes me a gourmet meal with wine and my favorite dessert. Then we make love until the wee hours of the morning." The doctor, now completely baffled, asked, "Then why in the world are you crying?" The old man sobbed, "Because I can't remember where I live." A woman walked into a pet shop and immediately noticed a large, beautiful parrot with a price tag of just 50. Why so cheap? She asked. The shop owner hesitated. I've got to be honest with you. This parrot used to live in a brothel. It might say some inappropriate things. The woman thought for a moment, then shrugged. I've heard worse. I'll take him. She brought the bird home, hung the cage in the living room, and waited. The parrot looked around its new surroundings, then at the woman, and said, New house, new madam. A little shocked, she laughed it off. Later that afternoon, her two teenage daughters came home from school. The parrot observed them and said, New house, new madam, new girls. The daughters burst out laughing, though slightly embarrassed, but then the husband walked in from work. The parrot tilted its head, gave him a long look and said, New house, new madam, new girls, old clients. The funeral is heartbreaking. The pallbearers pick up the casket and are moving through the hallway of the funeral home when the casket hits a corner and opens, the body falling out. Miraculously, the woman stands up, alive and well. 40 years later, the wife dies again. The funeral is heartbreaking again. The pallbearers pick up the casket and are moving through the hallway of the same funeral home when they get up to the same corner. The husband yells out, Watch out for that corner! The other night, I went out with the girls for a quick drink. I looked my husband square in the eye and said, Don't wait up. I'll be back by midnight. Promise. Famous last words. Let's just say one margarita turned into, well, several. Time slipped by faster than my self-control, and next thing I know, I'm stumbling through the front door at 3 a.m., trying to be as silent as a ninja in stilettos. Then it happened. The hallway cuckoo clock lit up like it had been waiting all night for this moment. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Panic. Quick thinking kicked in, barely. I figured if I added 9 more cuckoos, he'd think it was midnight. So I stood there, swaying, and manually added cuckoo, cuckoo, all the way up to 12. Genius, right? Wrong. The next morning, hubby was calm. Suspiciously calm. What time did you get in? He asked. Midnight, I said, confidently sipping my coffee. He nodded. Weird. The cuckoo clock might be broken. Why? I asked. He replied, Well, last night it cuckooed 3 times, said, Oh crap, cuckooed 4 more times, sneezed, giggled, cuckooed another 3 times, hiccuped, muttered something about tacos, and then knocked over the lamp. I'm grounded. The clock's grounded. And margaritas also grounded.